I was a part of it. Someday I will feel alright. Timing felt so right and we gave it all and gave him a fight. Can you feel the beat, all the energy? I loved it all from start. Can you see it clear, all the happy years? I kept them in my heart. The time of our lives, it was all about fun. We were the kids, it was all about fun. A shame we grow older. Remember it like it was yesterday. We were the kids and we did okay.
Good morning here from Newcastle Bowling Club here in Newcastle for the 2024 Bowls of Africa Mixed Pairs National Championships. I'm joined in the commentary by Arthur Langley. Good morning, Arthur.
Morning, morning, Jock. Yeah, what a wonderful morning. No wind, and yeah, we're ready for action this morning.
Yeah, it was a degree or two colder this morning. So apparently it's getting colder until Sunday, but luckily not too cold. Apparently, I spoke to one of the ladies. They said they haven't had too bad weather this winter so far.
Yeah, well, I hope it stays like it is. I think if there's going to be a bit of wind today, we're going to get a bit cold, but otherwise, if it stays as is, we're going to have a lovely day of bowls.
Yeah, and our first end here by the NIBA team, Natal Inland. They're going for quite a long end. We have Sharon Willie on the mat, playing with nice yellow Taylor aces. Will be easy to recognize those from a distance.
Yeah, and then the lead from BGN, Marga Zeli, and she's playing with Drake Price, size 2 heavies.
Yeah, and quite a different tactic they're starting with. Yesterday, most of the games we had started off with a medium or to medium short or medium long. This being almost a full end.
Yeah, it's as you say, yesterday 3/4 ends to shortish ends, and you hardly ever saw long ends. The Western Province, Eastern Province games had a few long ends towards the end, but NIBA decided to start off here with a long end, and it seems like it's suiting them at the moment.
Yeah, I think Neba is probably the district closest to the conditions here, outside of country. So they should be used to um, the conditions over here, and I think they may be taking advantage of maybe a bit of dew this morning on the green, maybe slowing it down slightly, because we saw yesterday it was speeding up quite nicely during the day. With Neil mentioning that he's going 17 with the wind.
Yeah, it's we measured the greens yesterday, and I think the fastest that we got it on about a 27-meter distance was 15.2 seconds, playing with the wind, and at 14.7 against the wind. Sea Green was running at fairly consistent 15 seconds. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see, what the speed is going to do today. But the main thing is, trust your lines and make sure you take grass.
Yeah, and the red section moving over to the A green today, so that's why we're doing them on the live stream. And a great start there by the Niba lead, and almost Marga Zili getting onto the jack there and moving it for the BGN side.
Yeah, it seems like, if I've got it correct there, that Niba's holding 2 there.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 for Niba at the moment. Apparently, yesterday afternoon, Francois took a bit of a nap, and because he was now a pensioner, and he apparently he woke up down about the 8th end when they were 8 0 down, and he got some phone calls last night from some of his mates there in the BGN.
He was down quite a bit, and then he was able to peel that match.
Yeah, no, what a comeback there. But I must say he played a few cracker shots there. He played very well. Um, Marga battled a bit there with the lines and the weight. But yeah, let's see what they do today. And well, it seems they had a good night's rest. Francois said this morning he's ready for action. And we said we'll make sure that at lunchtime, there's a bed for him to have his 15-minute pensioner's nap. So let's see if he makes use of that today.
How do the young mothers say? A power nappy.
In Afrikaans we said ons gaan 'n ouetjie knip.
'n bietjie van pensievol oogies toe.
Like a small puppy.
All fun and games. Luckily, Francois has a good sense of humor.
Yeah, no, luckily, he can take a joke and he can dish it out as well. And Sean moves the jack there, picked it up, and it seems they're still holding 2.
I think that's a case of move it before your opponent does.
I try and change the line a bit, and then make sure that your opponent needs to rethink his weight.
And now you also have the advantage of having a toucher there. So if the jack is moved into the ditch, you can always try and promote that one into the ditch as well, Sean.
Margot's having a look there at Francois wood,
Yeah,
and it just tipped away.
yeah. Actually, it's not stopping yet. So yeah, I think it's probably a slight adjustment.
Second shot there.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the A green we also have Northern Free State playing Limpopo, Port Natal playing Northwest, and Sables against Kingfisher, and then Boland and Border. So we'll keep you updated on those scores during the course of the match as well. And yes, go onto the live stream, and please let all your club members and friends and family members join in and watch the game of Bolster this morning. I can promise you some good quality bowls on this Friday morning.
Yeah, let's see if we can break that record of 260 we had yesterday. And that was trial ends. Yeah, just remember, while they're doing the trial ends, we just have the mics on mute while we discussing our tactics for the day. Oh, great ball there by Francois, ditching the jack and getting the shot. So it's 1-2 BGN.
It seems like Francois really had a good night's rest. He's ready for action today.
And maybe all those phone calls motivated him.
I think so. We've got Werner Hildebrand from Northwest
Yeah,
watching.
they'll be waiting for the third game today when Northwest is in action.
And then Tara van Rensburg from Natal Inland is watching. So she'll be rooting for NIBA here.
She's the wife of Jerry van Rensburg, who also does a bit of streaming in that area. Nice to have you on the stream. Let us know where you're watching from as well.
That's a good start, Ronald.
Let us know where you're watching from and we'll give you a shout out if you're watching from outside the country. We had Fani joining us yesterday all the way from Switzerland.
And Sharon just drew the shot there for NIBA.
And both the skips, Francois and Sean, come out of a lawn bowling family. Got them started. They grew up next to the greens.
Yeah, and we've got Shah Redfern from Sedibeng, and we've got Buffel from Tarkastad watching, and then Hannes van Eden, Go Northern Free State,
Oh,
from Ray Bowling Club.
they had a good
Right.
few matches yesterday. They're playing against Limpopo on the rink next door. So you'll be able to see them in the side shots.
Jock, let's see how our predictions goes today. Yesterday we predicted that when the lead, whenever the lead that holds the shot, when the skip goes up, that team wins the end. So let's see if that predictions and that
Yeah.
if that works today as well.
It was broken already on the first end, with Francois getting that brilliant ball, picking up the jack. Yeah, and he's on target today.
Moving the jack for 3 for BGN.
Wayne Clausen's watching from Natal Inland. Let us know which clubs you are playing for, and remember, by sharing the link and getting more viewers on, you're doing your part to promote the sport of lawn bowls within our communities. And the more you comment as well, the more the YouTube algorithm will push the feed onto non-bowlers watch lists as well. So it's a brilliant way of enjoying some wonderful bowls and promoting the sport by just sitting in front of your PC or TV or phone.
And Francois just drew another one at a very good spot there, just behind the jack, about 30 centimeters behind the jack. And Fani Brits from Switzerland is watching again.
He's a regular.
Welcome Fani. And we've got Linda Skeepers from BGN CBC Pretoria. Welcome.
And Ronnie from Raid.
Oh, and what a beautiful shot there from Sean Lightfoot from NIBA. Getting the shot there.
So Francois will probably just try to make contact with that shot ball now and get back to holding the 3, maybe stay behind holding 4. Yeah, and we have Ronnie van Wyk from Lisa's Bowling Club in Roodepoort, supporting Sables. They are also on the stream later on today. I don't know if the viewers did. They're trying just to get a touch onto that yellow ball and promote it up. Just turn it over.
Unfortunately, Francois played a bit narrow line there and pushed up the yellow wood of NIBA into the head.
Yeah, Arthur, we were discussing Sean has been playing since he's been of the age of 8.
Yeah, you know, and I mean, he's now only 32 years old, so 24 years of bowls experience. You know, he said he grew up next to the bowling green. His grandfather, mother and father played. His father, you know, they both inspired him to achieve his goals through his bowls career, and you know, and that helps him to succeed.
Yeah, nice. I see his other passion is music. He was a DJ for 10 years while he was at high school. So maybe we should get him a few decks here and afterwards, after today.
Yeah, and I mean, last night we had Monty Steele. They're from Newcastle. He took out his guitar and entertained us a bit with some old country music, and quite a few people joined in the singing. So yeah, that was quite entertaining. And tonight they're having a bingo night here. So they really go out of the way, to entertain the bowlers this side. I know Saturday evening they're gonna have a braai and the band playing here, and then the bowlers can enjoy themselves with a bit of dancing and all that.
Oh, wonderful start there again.
Getting back to Sean, he's been selected for the green squad this year. He um won bronze in the Junior Masters in 2021. And he represented Natal Inland in the district tournaments.
Yeah.
So quite a competitive bowler.
And
Margaret just drew a toucher there. So BGN holding the shot.
hi, yeah, so back to the action. Just a quick interruption here. We just had somebody over our shoulder asking us a question.
Yeah, and after Leeds finished played, it's looks like a close measure there between the yellow and the purple bowl there. Margot's having a look there.
Yeah. Actually being a little bit naughty.
Yeah, not ahead.
Not control
So,
of the mat.
Matt,
Or possession of the rink is the correct term, Moss.
that's correct.
That's so important to know your rules and your etiquette in the sport of lawn bowls. We had a long discussion yesterday where you explained how important that is with the using the rules to your advantage sometimes.
Yeah, it's you get sometimes that when you as a bowler go up to the mat to deliver a bowl, the opponents stop halfway through the green to discuss the next shot, but they don't have possession of the mat at that stage. And that's part of the etiquette.
Oh,
Something that you don't need to do there.
Yeah, just running through there. Yeah, so Francois' team from BGN is currently second in their section, just behind Sables. And then in the blue section we have Jason Evans' team leading, just followed 2 points behind by Neil Burkett from Western Province. So, but still early days. We'll probably have a better idea by the end of today when 6 rounds have been completed?
Yeah, I think that is when the players will start making their calculations and predictions of need to win this game by that, and this person needs to beat that person. But at the end of the day, you mustn't rely on other teams to get you there to the top. You must play for it and get it there. Oh, and Francois just played a beautiful shot.
Made that, I think, a possible 2. Yeah. Looks a possible 3. I think that side ball was in the count as well. Probably a measure. Always difficult to determine that when there's a bowl in between and the shadows as well. It's easy when that other ball is out of that blue ball would be out of the head. It's been taken out. Yeah.
It's shown just a bit too heavy there and wide.
Yeah, that was his last bowl. Marga indicating she thinks it's at least 2. Happy to indicate 2. And Francois just basically needs to play exactly the same shot to get another one in there.
Yeah, even if he sits on the yellow ball at the back, or he can just turn it once, he can probably make 3 or 4 shots there. Dropped his weight.
Oh, perfect line. I have a tendency of doing that because I'm scared of moving, getting something onto the jack and moving it away, but he does have the advantage of that back ball as well. So 2 has been taken out.
Hey, no, Jock, that's one thing as well. Sometimes you get people and they get to the head and you can see it's close. You need to measure, and then they'll just walk around it and walk around it. Like you said yesterday, if in doubt, take out the measure, go down and measure.
Yeah, that's why you have the string with you. And normally you save more time than doing the measure than walking around and trying to measure with your fingers and walking around and then discussing it if it is or not. Yeah, 2.
So BGN then 3-1 after 3 ends. We've got Port Natal playing Northwest. Port Natal leading that game 4-0 after 3 ends. Limpopo and Northern Free State. Limpopo 2-1 after 3 ends. And then Sables against Kingfisher. Sables leading 4-3 after 3 ends. And Boland against Border. Boland 11-0 after 3 ends. So Boland started there with a big bang there, putting some pressure there on the Border side.
Both Border and Boland currently in 8th and 9th position. So they had a difficult day yesterday, only winning 1 match each.
Yeah, Marga started well, and just a little bit of background on Marga. She's been playing for about 15 years. She started playing on fun days, and she said she enjoyed it immensely. And when she joined the club, she said that she doesn't want to play competitive bowls, and needless to say, die gogga het gebyt. She's now a provincial bowler, and yes, she is playing with Francois in the SA Mixed Pairs.
Like you mentioned yesterday, your own story as well. You started with a fun day, and then somebody approached you and said, well, I think you have a bit of talent, so that's something that clubs need to consider. If you have a business league, if you see somebody that is really having a good game, try to encourage them to get a bit more competitive in just the business league or the social game.
Yeah, no, for sure. And, we've got every year we've got the under 15s, the under 18, and under 25 tournaments that's been hosted in Bloemfontein. So it just shows bowls is not old men's marbles anymore. If I'm speaking under correction, but I think the youngest player this year, under 15s, was 10 years old.
Yeah.
And I think he was also skipping the BGN side, if I'm correct. Yeah. And I mean, Sean started at the age of 8 years old, and look where he is today. He's in the green squad, trying to build on his future, and who knows, maybe one of these days he'll wear the green and gold.
Yeah, and many of the bowlers in the green squad started off at the junior nationals in Bloemfontein. I remember players like I remember my first year, Josh Turner, Koen from Natal Inland. He was actually won the prize for the tallest 15-year-old in the group.
Yeah, no, listen, Koen is quite tall, and he's also got a bright future in bowls. He won the SA Junior Masters 2 years ago in Cape Town, and last year and this year he played in the Open. And yeah, no, he's got a bright future ahead of him. We've got Mikas Krish from Mpumalanga also saying good morning, gents. So morning, Mikas. And then we've got Alta de Kok, Andre Olivier there from Northwest. So yeah.
Yeah, Andre also a regular.
Mikas is just wants to know, are we streaming on the 30th September as well? Yes, because there will be some streaming done there as well.
We're finalizing that within the next week or so.
Another great tournament. Looking forward to that as well.
Yeah, of course, my home district being the defending champions.
Yeah, and now this year the African States is that same weekend as the under 30s. So CP have been elected for the African State side, so he'll be out of that. So let's hope the Northern Cape side.
Luckily,
is ready for action.
luckily the bulk of the team will be the same. They've announced their team, so I'm quite positive.
Oh, and Sean just
wow!
draw a toucher there.
I have to say both these skips are having a great game.
Yeah, and I mean, if you look at the head's been played, it's doesn't seem like there's any problems with the lines. The green speed is good.
And it's so important to remember getting a green correct for a tournament like this is not a 1 week job.
No, certainly not. It takes a lot of time. I actually spoke to them yesterday, and they said because these are municipal grounds, they had some of the municipality staff here, and they eventually had to chase them away because they were just doing nothing. So the club jumped in, Lucas and his team, and I must say they've done an excellent job on preparing these greens for this tournament. Being that it's their centenary year, now I think really they've done a superb job on these greens, speed-wise, surface-wise. The facilities here is excellent. They go out of their way to make sure that all the players are happy and they're looked after. So it's a round of applause to Newcastle Club for all the efforts that they've put in.
Yeah, and of course, great greens produce great bowls because it just makes it a lot easier just to play the lines and the weight. You don't have to battle the green itself.
Yeah, and I think it makes it enjoyable for the spectators to watch. Especially if someone that doesn't know the game of bowls, if they start watching the game and when they start streaming as well, and they can see this, they can say, yeah, but look at that, because sometimes when you get your close edge, you get the pound on shots, the drives, so you get all aspects of shots being played.
Yeah, and the players are confident to try the shots.
Yeah, and Sean just and he just drew another toucher there. But I think he moved the jack. Let's
Yeah, I
see
think he
what
might have.
Marga.
He might just have given one away, but it looks like he's two, so it's a measure for that third one. Of course, one of your portfolios is greens. A lot of work for you and your team to make sure the greens are up to standard at the tournaments.
Yeah, Jack, and I must say, the standing committee for greens of BSA, they excellent bunch of guys. We've got a lot of expertise there in that team, and
So yeah, it's 2-2 NIBA. So the current score is 3-3 after 4 ends. Sorry for that interruption.
no. Yeah, I had it when me and Brian had a chat a while ago, and we discussed some green things because we're busy with inspections for next year's competitions, and he said it's probably one of the best standing committees that he's been working with in years, with the expertise that there is. So yeah.
Unfortunately, Sharon putting the jack into the ditch, so they're losing control of determining the length.
Well, we've got Shannon Davies there from JBA joining us on the live streams, and Martin Bosch from Northwest.
And Shannon will be very happy with her team from JBA yesterday's performance.
Yeah, we'll give you some feedback regarding their games in a while.
I think we'll wait 2 ends while they completed 6 ends about, then we'll have a good idea what's happening on that side.
We like to keep the guys updated on all the games, so you know what's happening.
And just running through there. Well, that's the problem with they've don't have control of determining the length. So the BGN side deciding to make it moving the mat up and playing a shorter length. And you can see it's a length they're comfortable with, especially with a start like that by Marga.
I know, for sure. It's and that's where it comes in with the skips. To read the game, make sure that you know what the weak points and the strengths of your opponent, and play according to that, and use it to your advantage. And I must say, yesterday we haven't really seen players, taking the mat up.
Yeah, up to that 23 meter or 25 meter mark from the opposite side.
Yeah, so I think yesterday the furthest was about 5 meters. We see the Northwest and Port Natal game, they like taking the mat up quite a bit, to just about 2 meters.
Short of that
peg. White or yellow peg, the 23 meter mark. So they like make it interesting. So weight control is of the essence in that game.
Especially on a fast green like this. And of course, we had an early start this morning. Had to adjust the time a bit because of the speed of the greens. The games take a little bit longer as well. Strange for somebody to understand that.
Yeah, if people don't understand it, really they'll say 15-second greens. Oh, that's fast, so the games will be faster. It actually takes a little bit longer because on an 11 or 10-second green, the ball gets to the other side quicker on a shorter time period. So
great toucher there.
So yeah, that makes it it's a little bit longer with time, and therefore all our games starts at 8:30 in the morning and not at 9 o'clock, so we can get in that they can fit all 3 games in during the day, so don't have a problem that the players have to play in the dark.
Oh, Offer, maybe just for our non-bowlers, just explain how you determine the speed of the green.
Well, the speed of the green gets determined over 27 meters, and it gets timed from the time that the ball left the hand of the bowler till it stops, and that time period then determines the speed of the green.
Interesting fact for our non-bowlers, and I think some of the bowlers also don't understand how that is calculated. And so important when you get to a green as well. I always try to determine the speed when I do my trial lens or my practice before in the opposite direction, just to have an idea of what you need to play at.
Yeah, you know, that's something very important, you know, especially if you play in a big tournament or a game like this. You know, you try and get there at least half an hour or 45 minutes prior to the game starts. You try to get there, you know, warm up in the opposite direction, get the feel of the green, try and get the speed of it. You know, so that you know what's happening.
I don't want to tap it and get. We got second shot. Let me try draw here again.
Sean is very wary of where the jack is and his opposition bowls is. He doesn't want to crack an egg on that bowl, like we say in bowls terms. To move the jack, he can then maybe drop a 3 there. Oh, and he picked up the jack. What a beautiful shot there from Sean Lightfoot.
Unfortunately, just getting a touch, unfortunately not moving it enough. But I think he's moved it over to his side. If you look at the screen here, Offer. So yeah, he's just sliced it slightly over.
No, it seems like BGN is still holding with Margot's bowl there.
Yeah, and we've moved up to 177 viewers. I think everybody's starting to get the spreadsheets going as soon as the boss gets past.
I don't think there's many people that really wants to work on this Friday morning. You know, if they can watch some good quality bowls. And I think there's a lot of these district bowlers.
Oh, unfortunately.
Another touch, and
Yeah.
unfortunately it went to BGN. Yeah, no. I mean, if I had to be at work this morning, you know, I wouldn't want it to work really. I would be on my phone streaming, doing the live stream thing and watch polls, you know.
And hopefully everybody's enjoying our voices over the stream.
Oh, Francois just drew another shot there.
Yeah.
And we've got Poppy Nell from CBC, BGN. So we've got quite a few BGN supporters here this morning.
Trying to get the ball or just pick up the jack, please. I think it's. Oh, it's your one now.
Oh, that's 2 BGN.
Just some feedback on the other games going on here on Green A. Port Natal Northwest. Northwest's 5-4 after 5 ends. We've got Sables against Kingfisher, and Sables is leading that game 7-5 after 5. North Northern Free State against Limpopo. Northern Free State 4-3. We'll give you an update on the border Boland game as soon as I can. Boland's 12-1 after 5 ends.
Yeah, and I think I'll walk over to the sea green to give everybody an update of what's happening that side.
Thanks, Jock. Yeah, and this morning we've got a little light easterly wind. Not a gust like yesterday, but there's a slight breeze.
Yeah, and here over at the sea green, we have on rink 1, we have the young side from Citibank playing against KZN. Currently, KZN Country leading the local team from Newcastle, 7-4 after 7 ends. Then we have Western versus Southern Free State, Neil Burkett versus Wayne York. Current score there, 6-5 in favor of Southern Free State. Then we have Ekurhuleni side playing against the Northern Cape side. Ekurhuleni leading 6-2. And then we have EP versus Mpumalanga. And they're all peels after 6 ends, 5 all. And then we have JBA versus Eden. Current score there, 8-4 after 6 ends. Yeah, back to Arthur.
Oh, thanks, Jock. Thanks for that update. And we've got Rudolf Kilian from Eastern Province also watching. Welcome, Rudolf. I hope you enjoy some good quality bowls here.
Rudolf will probably be torn between who's he's supporting in this tournament. Luckily, they're in different sections.
Yeah.
Ex BGN player and a great player in his own right.
Yeah, I know for sure. And now playing out of Port Elizabeth Bowling Club in Eastern Cape.
And Francois Koen this year won his second back-to-back, or his second title as a veteran master at the BSA Masters for the second time in a row. So it's a great achievement, showing his quality. And I see he says he has achieved most of his goals, and now he just wants to give back to the sport of bowls, and I think that's important.
Yeah, and he's coaching the BGN under 25s. So yeah, it's very important for senior bowlers that's been around the block, to give back to bowls. If the senior bowlers with all the expertise doesn't give back to the game of bowls to the youngsters, who is going to do it?
Yeah, and I think districts needs to allow the veterans as well to be able to give back to the bowls. Don't take players who've been playing for many years and just throw them away. Use them in committees and stuff. They have lots of experience.
No, for sure. I see we've just got 290 views so far. So we're getting there. We want to try and get to that 300, 350 plus margin today. So I just see that Rudolf Kilian just said that he was also the champion of champs. Oh, Francois was also the champion of champions of BGN this year.
Yeah.
He really had a very, very good season so far.
And as we know, there's a lot of talented players there in BGN. They're probably one of the stronger districts in the country when it comes to a talent pool.
Yeah, I know for sure. I just see this as Werner, said on the City Being youngsters. It's a great experience for them, and surely it will contribute towards their development in the City Being area as well. It's a small district, we really hope that this will inspire their friends to also come and play bowls, to see that, they've managed to come and play in a SA Mixed Pairs finals or nationals, that must be something that would inspire them, to also
Yeah,
take up the game of bowls.
and winning your district title and being at this event is already a great achievement. This is the 20 best mixed pairs teams in the country.
As we rightfully say in the beginning of the tournament, even if you're not winning this tournament, just being here, you're already a winner. So yeah, we hope that they just enjoy it, and the experience that they get from this, that they'll take it back to Sedibeng, and and that Sedibeng will just grow from strength to strength with it.
Yeah, normally when players come from a tournament like this, you don't want to face them in the next tournament because they've played at such a high level and learned so much. Playing with legends on that side like Neil Burkett, they'll definitely, and Neil is always willing to share a bit of advice.
No, for sure. And Francois just drew one there, and I see Margus says it's a measure all round there. Sean's bowl is about 30 centimeters behind the jack and Margus. And then you've got Francois just jack low. So let's see what Sean's...
Nice. Rubbing off another toucher. He's had quite a few touches now. Playing on his forehand. If he can get another touch here, he can make a multiple for himself. And he didn't miss by much, but unfortunately just getting a touch onto his own ball.
Yep, and he took his own ball out, and
So it's probably free.
Could be probably a 4 there.
Yeah, they're pulling out the string, not making too much of a discussion about it.
It seems like the yellow wood from Sharon there.
It's difficult to tell with the shadow.
You see, and that's what we were talking about yesterday, Jock. Standing,
Yeah.
in the head, measuring. It's so easy now when you stand up that you can move one of those balls, and then it needs to be replaced.
And of course, because you've moved it, it's the opposition team that gets to place it. Yeah, so it's 2 to BGN.
Only 2.
So they move on to 7 free.
And unfortunately, as I mentioned yesterday as well, something like that can cause a bit of a argument between bowlers, and it will make it then a bit of unpleasant.
Yeah, and sometimes you can even get your skipper a bit upset because he thinks...
Yeah, something that you think was 2 is now...
Francois was sawing that one's not going to stop. Being a bit naughty there by Margot, losing position of the Jack's positional play. So they can't determine the length now. So now NIBA will go back to their longer length, which they've been favouring for most of this game. Of course, if that goes into the ditch again, then it gets placed on the 2 meter mark there, and then the other team can decide the position of the mat, if I'm correct.
That's correct, yeah. So each team gets a chance to deliver the jack. If the one has delivered a short jack or into the ditch, then the opposition will get their turn, and when they get their turn, they can move the jack to the length that they want to determine to. And once the mat's placed and the jack has been delivered and it ends up in the ditch again, or shorter than 23 meters, which is the required length for a legal end, then the jack will be spotted on the 2 meter mark, and the mat can be then placed by
The original starting team.
Starter team, where they want it.
Oh, not a bad start there by Margot.
must say the Port Natal Northwest game, it seems like the Northwest side favors the shorter ends. You know, they're doing quite well in it, leading that game 6-4 after 6 ends.
Yeah, and they're currently in 4th position, equal points with Northern Free State, who's playing against Limpopo, which is currently peeling that match after 6 ends, 4 each. And of course, our last match will feature Northwest playing against Sables.
So NIBA dropped their first ball into the ditch. So BGN holding 2 shots. Let's see if Sharon can make a correction on that.
Looks to be on a good line. It's all about the weight now. She does have a ball she can use to stop as well. And sometimes you need to use your opposition ball on a fast green.
Yeah, it's always better to, even though if that ball is the shot, and you can just rest on that ball, at least you get second shot, which is the most important thing in bowls in any competition. You want to try and get second shot and then start playing shots from there on. That's why it's so important to get balls in the head, because it gives your skip the opportunity to pick shots and play shots if he needs to maybe move the jack or take out another ball.
And then, of course, it's always nicer to rather drop a 1 than a multiple.
I know for sure, especially if you play against a team like BGN. Francois has got a lot of expertise.
Being a national selector as well, so really doing his part in developing youngsters and the squads going forward. And players look up to him as well, because he's so experienced, and he's an all-round humble guy.
Yeah, no,
He just
it's nice for to give back to it, and as you say, he does development in his district. He works with under 25s, puts a lot of time in with them, and now that he's on pension, he can put even more time in the bowls, and the youngsters. I know that in the BGN region, Sanet Kritsena is also doing quite a bit of work at the schools. Waterkloof, all those big schools in that region, they've got like a schools league that they're playing, and that, I must say, that helps quite a bit with the younger bowlers in the BGN region, and that's why they've got such a huge variety to pick their sides from under 15 all the way up to the under
veterans,
under
all
25s and
up to the veterans even.
Yes. But it all starts with the youngsters. If you don't get the youngsters in, you're not getting younger, you're getting older. So you need those younger bowlers to come up the ranks and take over from the senior players. So.
Yeah, and I think the nice thing with all the different age groups we currently have in South Africa for them to play at levels, they're playing competitively within that each age group and moving up to the next one. So by the time many of these youngsters who started 10 years back at the junior nationals get into the inter-district sides, and I see a few of them already featuring there, they have close to 20 to 30 years of experience playing at a high level. So I wouldn't want to face Sean when he's at 60 and he keeps playing the way he's playing now.
Yeah, no, and it's just giving them that little bit of an edge over someone that's started playing in their 40s or 50s, and they only been playing for about 5 to 6 years. Then they get to these youngsters that's been playing for 10, 15, 20 years. So yeah, it definitely gives them that little bit of an edge when they get onto the bowling green.
And that's why marketing our sport is so important, because you need to get those youngsters in to develop your district as well. But you probably agree with me. You probably also wished you started playing lawn bowls long ago. Uh,
Yeah, well, Jock, if I have to look at all my rugby and cricket and badminton days when I played, and all the injuries that I've got from playing those kind of sports, then I wished I've rather started playing bowls in my 20s. But yeah, I've still got plenty of time to play. Still young, so and I enjoy my bowls thoroughly,
yeah.
especially when I work with the youngsters. It's nice to work with the youngsters, and assist them, and to see them actually get into it and play bowls.
Yeah, and of course, the junior nationals in Bloemfontein, that's one of my highlights for the year. I always enjoy going to there. Whenever I feel a bit down, I know the juniors is coming up, and it's a different experience being at that tournament.
Yeah, it's also always a joyful event, with the youngsters there. And Sean just threw the shot there.
Yeah.
I think he was about 2 shots down there.
And this year you'll be involved at the under-25s at Bloemfontein.
Yeah, if all goes
As well.
well.
Yeah, depending on what happens later on in the year.
Yes,
But
then
that's your goal.
that's my goal, to be there with Leila, doing the junior tournament in Bloemfontein, and then that's something that I'm looking forward to. Now in September we're doing the under 30s in Pietermaritzburg, and I'll be attending that as well. So yeah, looking forward to that as well. I've been there managing the EP side last year, and I must say, the quality of bowls that was played by the under 30s, it was like you at a open interdistricts. It was really phenomenal bowls being played there, and to see the camaraderie amongst these youngsters, it's unbelievable.
They just approach the game a bit differently. They're vocal in their actions. They get excited for the opposition shot and their shots.
Yeah,
and they like chirping each other as well a little bit.
Yeah, and just to get back here on the game here,
Yeah.
Sharon just drew one about 3 inches behind the jack, and BGN is leading 7-4 after 7, yeah.
I remember they're playing 18 ends.
Give it the line, finish.
Yeah, and we're very close to breaking that 200 mark. So remember to share. Let's see who will be number 200. If you log on, drop us your name and where you're watching from, and we'll see who's number 200 on the stream.
You don't like that, eh?
Margo's changed the hand from backhand to forehand, still dropping it about 2 meters short.
Okay, those are 2 meters. Stop on that same line, stop the meter. Hold your head. Okay, your weight is better. You need to.
Well, let's ask our viewers if they can help us out. I know Francois has won a bronze medal at the mixed pairs. If you maybe know which year that was.
And we've got Boland that also joined us on the live streaming. Carola van Dam from Robertson.
Yeah, they'll be hoping to join us on the next stream when we do Boland versus Kingfisher.
And Shawnee just drawn another one there.
Yeah, and it looks like Roy Peters might be number 200, watching from Cape Town. Thanks for joining us, Roy. So Sean will just try to rest on that last ball of Francois, which is now currently second shot. On his forehand.
We've got quite a few CBC bowlers that is watching with us. Sharon De Bruin from CBC just joined, and Burkett Schlosser from Pietermaritzburg.
Now, of course, the BGN side coming from CBC. So I think he's probably on the big screen there at the club anyway. Let us know if you're watching it on the big screen as well. Oh,
If there's any presidents from the different districts on the live stream, please let us know if you're watching as well and from which district you are, so we can see how the presidents from the different districts are supporting the live streams.
and probably our Vice President, David Halmer, also probably a bit early nowadays on pension to join us on the live stream. Let us know if you're watching, David. And also let us know what the weather's like there where you're watching from. If it's nice and cold and you're having a cup of soup or a nice tea or coffee. Looks like it was indicated just the one. I'll just see as soon as they update the flipboard. 2. That's 2 to NIBA. So they move on to 6. So getting closer again. 6-7. This looks like it's going to be a good game, Arthur. I think we picked a good one.
It looks like a nail-biting one. NIBA opted to go to another full length.
Yeah, that one hanging there on the edge. Perfect. That's pitch perfect delivery. Or length.
If I have to say, this looks like about like a 30-meter in this.
And I have to say, this green is way too good to be that was saved by the greenkeeper. I think that was pure skill.
And a very good start there by Sharon.
Yeah.
Putting that ball about 30, 40 centimeters behind the jack.
Roundabout. Within a mat length. That's what you want from your players.
Oh, and a toucher there by Marga. Unfortunately, she went past it.
And I think that's probably about the sixth toucher we've had from BGN, and uh, about the same amount from the NIBA side as well. So quite accurate bowls.
And Sharon's trying to promote a bowl there.
She's done that. She would have loved that bowl to just stick around there at the edge.
Yeah.
I don't know if our viewers heard that, but Francois allowing his lead to play the hand she's comfortable with. Sometimes that is also necessary. You sometimes get skips who are too controlling about getting the shot on a certain hand.
Yeah, you know, I prefer my lead to stick to one hand.
Mm.
You know, playing the green up and down. The only time that I really would change the hand is, you know, if you've got a bit of a difficult hand playing it to the one side, you know, then I would say to them, you know, play around the clock. But the important thing is, you know, get me something in the head to work with. Get me a second shot. And that's all I'm asking from a lead.
Yeah, I think that's a good policy for most bowlers, is to stick to one side of the drink. But as there is
Yeah, I see we've got David Mini from Border that has joined in with us. Welcome, David.
yeah.
The Border side at the moment, after 10 ends, is 21-3 down against Boland. So Boland is putting it up there. Then the Kingfisher Sables game, Sables 69 up after 10. We've got Northern Free State and Limpopo, a very close contested game there as well. 7-5 in the favour of Northern Free State. And then the Port Natal Northwest game. Well, Port Natal came back there. It's 6-all after 7 ends there. Also quite a very interesting game happening on ring 3 there.
And of course, all the Port Natal, Northern Free State, and Northwest side trying to catch up to Sable. So that will be important result for them going into the fifth and sixth round.
Especially, you know, that Northwest is have to play Sables today.
Yeah, last match on the live stream.
So yeah, that is going to be quite a game to watch as well.
But I have to say the Croniers has had a good tournament so far. Oh, great ball there by Francois.
Francois went for the jack and he got it. And he moved it slightly to the left. So BGN's holding 3 shots there. With Margus bowls there right on the end of the ditch.
Yeah, and one of them is a toucher as well. They're putting up the markers on the bank so the players can see the position of the shot ball and the jack, the white and yellow markers. You can see them on the screen there.
Okay, so Sharon just showed out to Sean that Margus bowl right in front of the jack there is a toucher, so if he gets that into the ditch, you know, they're going to secure that shot as well. Whereby if he changes his hand playing the other shot, he could probably rest onto a other bowl.
Which is not a toucher. He's not far off.
You know, playing that ball into the ditch, you know, and sit could probably give him the second shot there.
Which one is our toucher? That one?
Francois playing on his forehand again.
Although the cook from CBC said CBC all the way.
Unfortunately, just running into a bit of traffic there at the front.
Yeah, so we're on 211 viewers. So we've got the border president on the live stream. What about all the other district presidents? Come on, guys. Do your bit, promote the game of bowls, and lock into the live stream. And let's see from which districts presidents we can manage to get onto the live stream.
Oh, we have 20 districts competing here. Let's see how many of the 20 we can get on the stream. Now Francois with an opportunity to draw a fourth one in here. He basically just needs to beat that white ball in front of Sean to get another shot in there. He's currently holding free, it looks like. And he's not far off. And he's gotten that fourth shot in there. And that's offer.
Well, you know, at this stage of the game, you know, to get a 4, you know, after this game has been so tight, you know, it gives you that little bit of a leeway, and it seems like they're going to measure for the fourth shot.
Yeah, so maybe we were. I think is one of those ones where you, if you want to measure, rather call the umpire. Measuring from the ditch is always a bit tricky.
And Francois just called for the umpire to measure that.
Hi, good morning, Owen.
Good morning to everyone, and good day out here again today.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a nice day of bowls. We have a good match coming up here. With BGN just measuring now for the fourth shot.
I think he's going to need assistance.
Yeah, he's asked for assistance.
Yeah,
Now, measuring from the ditch is always a bit tricky.
yeah, I've never enjoyed having to do the measures from in the ditch.
Yeah, and
To one on the green.
my wife, who happens to be an umpire as well and wants to progress in the umpiring, says the only problem with the live stream is we're putting a lot more pressure on the umpires not to make mistakes.
Yeah.
So they can't hide, and but we have to remember the key rule: whatever the call is from the umpire is the final call.
That's it. Yep. You
Even,
can't.
even if they make a mistake.
You walk away.
And you take it on chin, because sometimes it goes in your favor and sometimes it goes against you.
And I see the two leads are doing the right thing. They're standing out of their head, standing away from the measure. They're not hanging on the umpire's shoulders and checking on them. You just stand back, move out of their head.
And let them make the decision.
You've asked them to make a call, leave them to do that job. So, yeah.
Now, my pet hate as an umpire is when you get called over and then they say they don't need you anymore.
So they've said the one that was also in the ditch is the shot ball.
So that is 4.
So, which was a good result with where where the jack was, and Francois' last ball was extremely well controlled weight to put it right on the edge.
Yeah, and we have to remember he also ditched the jack, so he's had He had good play that on that end.
Yeah.
I'm going to quickly move over to the sea green to just give the players, the viewers, an update on there.
Okay.
So I'll see you in a bit.
Has the result been done yet?
Yeah.
All the way
Yeah.
down. Okay. So we'll just wait for Jacques to get across to the other green and give us the current scores. So those of you that are following your other districts has got an opportunity to see what's happening.
Yeah, and over to the sea green here, the Cliffy Lawrence green. We have the local team from KZN country, leading City Bang. Just gonna wait for the players to get out of the way there. It looks like it's 12-6 after 12 ends. Actually, it's 16-6 after 12 ends. So, good showing by them. Then we have Western Province leading Southern Free State 16-7 after 12 ends. Then we have Northern Cape playing Ekurhuleni. Ekurhuleni was in the lead when we did the last thing. I think they still. It looks like Northern Cape is stuck on 6 and Ekurhuleni is on 10, my home district. Then we have EP versus Mpumalanga. EP leading that game 9-6 after 10 ends. And then we have JBA versus Eden. That's getting quite close at the moment, with Eden leading 11-10 over the log leaders in this section. And that's after 11 ends. So yeah, back to the action on our A green. With a bit of a development there on the C green, Arthur. The JBA side, we were well in ahead, are now 1 down after 11 ends against Eden. The score there 11-10, so it's still close, but they were leading quite comfortably at the last time we went to give you a score update there.
Okay, yeah. I see Tara van den Rensburg. He's the Vice President of Natal Inland. Our President is currently honing his skills on the bowling green in Howick, apparently. We've got Lorraine Victor from BGN. And we've got Charles Tell from Rudeport saying proudly Sables.
Yeah, but we'll give Natal Inland, the Vice President is standing in for the President on our count of how many presidents we can get. The President has been excused for that meeting.
I see Tristain says morning jog from a very wet and cold Cape Town. I saw some photos on Facebook last night from a snowstorm in the mountains there by Worcester, Ceres, that region. So yeah, quite cold.
So I'll be driving back into cold weather on Sunday. Actually, I'm luckily driving back on Monday.
I see getting back here on rink 1. BGN is holding shot there. We say morning to Peter Stefan from Queenstown. That is a sub-district called Frontier from the border region.
Yeah, last night I had a discussion with the bowler who's home hosting me here in Newcastle. Apparently they have quite a few sub-districts in this area as well. Oh, great ball there by Francois.
Front toucher.
Just a little kiss.
Sean just wants to secure the second shot there. Francois is about 2 inches in front of the jack.
Francois going up to the head to determine what shot he wants to play. That's always good as a skip. If you're not sure, just come and have a look at what's happening at the end. And in singles, I encourage my players to, after the third bowl, go up to the head anyway, just to make sure that the marker is also giving you a good idea of what's happening on it, and it shows that you're committed to playing by being there.
You know, if the lead gives you the wrong instructions or the wrong info in the head, you know, you tend to be unsure of what to play if you're not fully in agreement with him. Oh, and Francois
what a
just
draw.
drawn another perler there and another toucher.
Oh.
Well done. You can see Francois was very determined to do well here. Neville, yes, the Western Province is playing against Southern Free State. Western Province 21,
7.
Southern Free State 7.
Yeah, and we're joined on the live stream by Matthew Jr. Piri as well. Also a very good bowler for those who have played against him. Very experienced. Always joining us on the live stream as well. Where you're watching from this time, Matthews? He always have some interesting locations where he's watching from.
I think Matthew is taking some time off there from the green. You know, not wanting to work on the greens today, so he decided now he's watching some bowls rather.
And that's 2-2 BGN.
Yeah, and we're on 225 viewers, so we need another 75 more to get to our 300. BGN is taking the lead there in 13 to 6 after 10 ends.
Now a bit of a change of tactic now. It seems like BGN is going for the longer ends.
Yeah, they've been doing well in the last 2 long ends that's been played. So I think Francois opted to see if he can score a multiple in this and maybe extend the lead. Francois showing some muscles there to indicate to Marga, you know, she had a bit too much breakfast this morning and it's a bit too heavy.
We always joke and said, hulle het 'n bietjie te veel mieliepap geëet vanoggend.
Yeah, and Sharon surely uses
Oh.
the opportunity to put one close to the jack. Cheryl Edelkraut also says keep going, Margot and Francois. And Joan Butt from CBC also joined us.
And I see in our questionnaire, Sharon has had a great start now on this end. Says her husband is her biggest encouragement and encouraged her to enter tournaments. She didn't always want to, and look at her now. She's at the BSA mixed pairs. Unfortunately, not being brave enough to play with her partner, or him not brave enough to playing with his wife.
I don't know if you mentioned it, Jock, but I see here on Sharon, she's 66 years old, playing out of the Linwood Bowling Club. And she says that her mother passed away and she inherited the new bowls that she had only used twice before she got sick. And her dad said to her, you would sell the bowls if I don't play, or if I don't start playing with it. So that's how I started playing bowls.
Yeah, and that
interesting
was
way of starting playing
very
bowls.
Yeah. Yeah, now she's been playing for over 20 years.
Yeah, and she said, she's the only one that to play for the fun in tournaments to win some meat prizes, and now she's playing here. The biggest achievement is winning the Natal or the NIBA Ladies Open Masters tournament. She was the winner in 2021, the runner-up in 2022, the winner in 2023. She's playing for the Open Ladies in the district side, and they won obviously now the NIBA mixed pairs this year. So quite a season for her as well.
Yeah. And good progression. It shows her growth over the last 3 years, going from bronze to gold in the Masters, the District Masters, the NIBA.
I see Matthew says that this morning he's watching from Edenville and not Malawi. He just sneaked out to watch a few in, so I was correct in saying, he's not in the mood for the greens today. So
Yeah, I don't think they need a cut today.
yeah, Matthew's nice seeing you on the live stream as well.
Yeah, and then we have Ilani Kok from my part of the town, Hartswater.
And we've got Bobby Donnelly, our CEO from BSA, saying, good morning, Jock and Arthur, keep up the good work. So it seems like they're happy with our commentating, Jock.
Yeah. So probably let us stick around for the last few days. And Hannes Horn, one of our disability bowlers, they're from Northern Free State area, I think Kroonstad if I'm correct. Also a character in his own right.
I had the privilege of skipping against him 2 years ago in NIBA when the B Introductory was that side. And let me tell you what a bowler he is.
Yeah, and he's also the greenkeeper there. So he cuts the grass in his wheelchair, he hooks himself up to the lawnmower, and he does his thing.
Yeah, that must be quite something to see.
But he's always joking. He hasn't been on a live stream yet, so I'll have to make a plan at some stage to get him onto a live stream, because he's really giving me a bit of flack for not having him on a live stream.
Yeah, Francois picked up the jack. I think he was about 3 or 4 shots down. Moved it, but NIBA still holding shot there with Sean's bowl at the back. Sean's going to try and see if he can draw another one there. Seems to hang a bit there.
Oh, we saw that yesterday. If you just go a little bit wide on this hand, playing towards the ditch house, to the commentary box, just seems to be holding it slightly. And yesterday with the win, it was even exaggerated a little bit more. We had Neil Burkett saying, oh, well, I'll see if I can get this one to bend. Thanks, Matthews.
Also, 2 shots been taken out this far, and they're measuring for another.
Now, the NIBA side will want a multiple here to get back into this game and swing the momentum in their favour. Yeah, another Protea player joining us on the live stream, Esme Kruger, watching all the way from Hartenbos.
I wonder if Cape Town is wet and cold, then probably, Eden, Artembos, George, that region will also be quite cold and wet. If Esme can let us know how the weather is on that side.
So NIBA picking up free there. They're getting closer to that. They needed that free on that end.
Yeah, 7 ends to go, and only 4 shots different in it. So, yeah, still all to play for. Just some feedback on other games here on the A-Rink. Northern Free State, Limpopo. Northern Free State leading 10-6 after 11 ends. Then we've got Port Natal and Northwest. Northwest is leading that 10-6 after 10. Then Sables, Kingfisher. Sables 17-15 after 13 ends. They're just changing the score there after they've just finished the 14th end. It's 18-15 in Sables' favour now. And then there on ring 5, we've got Boland and Border, and Boland 24-5 after 14 ends. So Boland has really gone on to pick up some shots there.
Oh, warming up for the second match on the live stream probably. Making sure they have a good show.
Yeah.
Everybody's a bit nervous of getting onto the streaming rink.
Yeah, we've got the Vice President of EP Bowls, Jeanette Williams, also on the live stream here. She said the weather is nice there in PE2. Welcome to the live stream, Jeanette. You know, she's also the convener of technical officials on BSA, and she's also international umpire.
Yeah, always a great person to speak to when you're not sure about the rules.
I see Esme just said, blue skies and sunny in Hartenbos. She just finished a 10K walk, so she makes sure she stays fit for the African states.
Yeah, and we're also joined by Lizandri Hildebrand from Northwest, the other youngster going off overseas in a bit.
Yeah, Lizandri, also one of the young upcoming bowlers. Did quite exceptionally well this year, winning the under 30 SA Masters. Now going to the World under 25 Championships in Hong Kong, and then she also won the Northwest Open. So she really had quite a season this far.
Try now.
And Margot just nipped Sharon's bowl.
Francois will be happy. It's one in the head and it's giving him something to work with. He's not free down.
Yeah, it gives him the opportunity, to play onto that, rest it.
And it also moves the shot balls from in front of the jack to behind. The first shot.
Jog, while we're on that, I'm going to take a walk to the
Yeah.
sea green and give us some updates on the scores that side.
So I'll keep you updated here while we're waiting. So currently it looks like NIBA still holding shots here. With Sean going on. Waiting for Alpha. Yeah, he's back over to Alpha.
Right, we're on the C green and we're looking at the game from between Sedibeng and KZN. KZN is leading 18-7 after 15 ends. And then we've got quite a game going on here between the Southern Free State and the Western Province. Western Province leading 26-7 after 15 ends. Ekurhuleni against Northern Cape. Ekurhuleni 11-7 up after 13 ends. Then we've got Eastern Province against Mpumalanga, and Eastern Province is leading that game 11-9 after 13 ends. And then we've got a quite contested game there at the end. We've got the JBA playing against Eden there. And it's 13 all on the 14th end. So quite a tight game there. Southern Free State 2 shots down. Wayne York trying to promote Lara's bowl here. Unfortunately took her out, and Western Province is holding 2 shots. So we're going back now to the A green.
Yeah, thank you, Alpha, giving us those updates. Interesting to see what's happening there. Hope everybody's supporting everyone on that side. If you're watching, we'll keep you updated in a few ends as well as we get close to the end. Oh, Matthew's thanking you for that update.
It's a pleasure, Matthew. Yeah, Jock, very tight games that side. Western Province is running away against Southern Free State on that game there. EP is holding their own there against Mpumalanga at the moment. 11-9 up, and the skip of Mpumalanga just played excellent shot, trailing the jack. But yeah, the JBA and Eden game, very, very tight there, 13 all on the 14th end.
Yeah, and that could determine, make quite a difference come the end of today, the result of that match.
Yeah, you know, especially Neil Burkett playing Peels yesterday afternoon, you know, and now with a big lead, could give him, you know, a little bit of an edge there.
Oh, there's only a 2-point difference between number 1 and 2 there currently. Oh, great ball there by Sean. I think he's
moving that jack, probably make it 4 shots there.
Yeah.
For
looks like
NIBA.
it looks from our angle, it definitely looks close. 3 down indicated by Marga. And I think the way Marga's stepping away, I think this one's going to be a little bit more attacking down the center.
Yeah, and Francois decides on playing a more control shot, trying to get Margot's bowl.
Oh, and he's
played it
very
perfectly.
low. I think he could have sneaked that one over.
Margot is sure that they're holding the shot. And
Yeah,
yeah,
brilliant. That's 1-2 BGN.
from 3 down to shut up.
That's definitely one I think Francois will be watching in the highlights packages tonight.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think you know, that was a big saving shot. Yeah, we're up to 242 viewers, so we're getting close to that 250 mark.
Yeah, let's see if we can break that record.
I think probably, you know, yeah, from this afternoon stream, I think we'll manage to get to the 350 mark.
Especially if we get past 1 o'clock. We know everybody in the coastal regions, they only work till 1 o'clock on a Friday.
I think that Jock, I think that's more question about the city slickers, you know.
They'll be stuck in traffic.
That's the thing, you know. But that's the best time to watch balls.
Yeah, put it
Yeah.
on your phone.
Put on your phone.
And rather listen to us than watch.
Yeah, please, guys, please be safe out there when you're driving. Don't try drive and watch. You know,
We'll
focus and listen.
Yeah, we'll keep you updated on the scores as they happen. Bowls drive time radio.
A new radio station for us to maybe think about that, Jock.
Do you think everybody wants to just listen to us? I think they're
I
enjoying the visuals more than our voices.
Oh well, we'll get Owen involved. You know, maybe they like
Oh,
him.
great bowl there. Getting a toucher.
You know, I've seen while I went to the secret, and I see Owen, you know, was standing there in the clubhouse, you know, warming up his voice for the next round of commentating. You know, doing the Romy for so do, you know, and warming it up. So
I thought he was warming up for last night's O Raypert.
yeah, no, listen, last night was quite fun, and yeah, I can't wait
Good spirit,
to,
yeah.
to see what happens tonight. You know, everybody enjoyed last night, and yeah, but maybe we can ask Owen to, you know, to sing us that O Raypert for a starter. You know.
Luckily, I know for a fact nobody will be asking me to sing. I tried to join the choir, and then the choir master asked me to please leave after I just showed up.
So Francois asked Margot to just sit on to Sharon's ball, or even throw the jack. Just try and get something close.
I think she's not happy with her line.
I think the weight is also a bit,
Yeah.
dropped quite a bit of weight there.
I have to say, it's been a good battle of the leads here, and the skips have followed that up as well. Both teams equally matched in performance, I would say.
Yeah,
Just the slight edge.
yeah, and if you see, you know, you can see there both the leads, you know, just cutting a bit of the line, and then nipping away from the jack. Let's see what the skips can do.
I see Kyle commenting for Sheen Superman. I see he put his own nickname as Sheen, so I think he probably didn't want to tell us that his friends call him Superman.
So Francois drops his first wood also about a meter short of the jack.
And it's also about probably this time that the green will be changing slightly as it's the sun is baking on it the whole morning.
And you can see the focus in the skips, you know, when they go down for the lurries, you know, to make sure, you know, that the ends are getting less and less. So you want to make sure that, you know, you get close to it, try and get the shot.
Oh, Graham Elliott.
Francois, sorry,
Yeah, so no,
Francois,
yeah,
Francois
reaction.
just played a brilliant shot there, resting onto Sharon's ball and moving the jack there to make a shot for BGN.
We'll get to the comments after this bowl. If he has the line with that weight, it could work. Oh, he's going to get a touch, unfortunately, just, yeah, indicating it was a bit too heavy, yeah. Graham Elliott just commenting there. Great commentary and production guys giving them a thumbs up as well. The team from Pitch Vision.
Which number shot is that? Third shot. Fourth shot.
I think Francois is a bit worried because his closest other ball is 4th shot, so he wants to get another one close, or he's going to put one at the back. Well, even though he had the back ball, I think he just missed his line probably.
No, I think he tried to get another wood in the head.
No, because he's, if that shot ball goes out, he could be down 3.
So Sean's trying to play for the wood.
Oh, or the
and he
jack,
just
yeah.
missed it.
Yeah.
And he just misses it.
So that's just 1 to BGN. So they'll move on to 15-9 after 13 ends. Francois commenting to Shawnee gave him opportunity there to get that shot ball out twice now.
Ja, wat dan? Okay, think about it. As close as you can.
So with 5 ends to go. 6 points the difference.
You're running 2, huh? Can you get a chance? See if you can use it. So it looks better.
Oh, Francois was happy with this ball.
Perfect weight.
Oh, perfect weight there.
Yours, either side. Quick. Come, what's perfect?
So Sharon's last ball is about 2 meters past the head, but you know, back ball is never wasted. Especially
Yeah.
if you want to play a pound on shot or try and trail the jack.
Getting a touch there, Marga.
BGN holding 2 at the moment.
You draw it there if you like.
That's toucher number 10 for BGN. Oh,
Oh, and Sharon just got a toucher there as well. Unfortunately, didn't go with the jack. Still 1 down.
and that one falls over. And I think it's still second shot still. So, but it's a good second shot there.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I mean, Sharon's back ball is now about 50 centimeters behind the jack, which is a good ball to have in the circumstances. Sean could trail the jack, move it about a foot, and make 3 out of it.
So we watch Francois' delivery from behind. Nice and smooth on the backhand. And almost getting onto that target ball of his. He was trying to get onto that second shot from NIBA.
A very good positional ball that from Francois. Once again, it makes the shot to be played a bit different. Okay, if it from Sean.
Sean probably has two options here, either, like you say, trailing the jack or getting onto that shot ball. So it's multiple options if he misses his line slightly.
The ideal shot would be to set the purple wood of Margot, but
He just needs to add a little bit more weight if he wants to get that.
drops half a meter short.
Yeah. Oh, and now Francois, unfortunately, getting a bit of bad luck, but his back bowl is in a good position.
It seems like Francois was still holding shot there,
Yeah,
even though he moved the jack.
like I
That's
said.
why I said earlier on, back bowls never wasted. Very good position.
Yeah, and it was a good position even if Sean got the jack and moved it backwards. He had something to cover to prevent it from being a 4 or 5.
And then now it makes his shot selection a bit different as well.
So it looks like he's going to go for that bowl. I don't know if he...
It's a scenario now where it's go big or go
home
kind of thing. So try and play for it. Sean is definitely lining up.
Playing a controlled attacking shot here. Not the full drive we saw yesterday.
It seems like he's...
Oh! Yeah. 1-2 BGN.
That will take now the score to 69 after 14 ends.
Last 4 ends here.
Makes it a bit more trickier now. Seven shots in the game. It's manageable. We saw it yesterday. We saw teams dropping a 5, and then opponents then pick up a 5 right after that. So anything can happen in this. If NIBA picks up a 3 or 4, they're right back into it.
I think the most important thing is just to win the next end, and if it's a multiple, it's a bonus.
Yeah, and just get control of the mat, and determine that, so you can determine the length and try and keep composure.
And don't have anything short, so you can have the opportunity of picking up the multiple at the back.
That's very important. Short bowls at this stage of the match, is of no use. So the Boland border game, Boland 27-7 after 17, playing the last end. We've got Sables Kingfisher 21-15 after 16 in favour of Sables. Then we've got Port Natal Northwest. Northwest is leading at 11-8 after 13 ends. Then we've got the Northern Free State Limpopo game, and Limpopo is leading that 13-10.
Yeah, and over to the sea green, we have the first match that looks like it's being completed, won by the side playing against Siribeng, 19-11. Then on ring 2, Western Province won that match. Looks like the last score they updated was 28-9. Then we have next door, we have Ekurhuleni playing Northern Cape. Ekurhuleni leading 14-8 after 15 ends. Then we have Mpumalanga against EP. EP leading that one. Again, 17-14 ends.
Yeah, thank you, Jock, for that again, and we'll be back live.
Yeah, over on that side, Arthur, JBA has taken the lead again. They're leading 17-14 with 2 ends to go. And Western Province had a good win. So I think they were 27-11 was the last score updated on the flipboard.
Oh, that's a big win for the Western Province side.
And then, of course, Ekurhuleni is well ahead of Northern Cape.
Well, I think Matthew will be happy to hear that.
Oh, we're getting close to breaking that 250 mark.
We just reached the 250.
So a good start here by the lead from NIBA. Holding 2 shots. That's exactly what they need now. And maybe one and a measure. Looking at the angle again.
So Francois was a bit heavy there, running about 3 meters through the head. I must say, Sean's got quite a nice delivery. You know, he takes his time on the mat, stays down when he delivers, you know, and not jumping up. You tend to sometimes, you know, when under pressure, when you've got your normal delivery, that you tend to jump up, you know, to rather see where the ball's going to stop instead of just staying down, keeping the same posture, the same delivery.
Always jokingly, when I coach players, I tell them you need to stay down a bit so the Sports Illustrated photographer can get a good shot of your delivery stands at the end.
Yeah,
Oh.
and
Great second shot
nice,
there.
Nice second shot.
Still get inside there.
I know it just shows you, you know, the experience of Francois, you know, even under big pressure, you know, he stays calm and collective, and you know, and takes his time, select his shots.
Yeah, and he probably knows at this stage that second shot, even if he drops the one, it's worth gold at this stage of the game.
No, for sure, for sure.
And he knows the NIBA side needs to be chasing the multiple, so it's easier for them to make a mistake. Trying to get that multiple shot, maybe trying to get a miracle shot somewhere.
Francois walking up to there to see, you know, what the situation is there.
Yeah, I think he's looking at what the options are if Sean was to play an attacking shot down the center again, where he needs to get a bit of cover. And it looks like he's having a good discussion with his lead,
Yeah, you
Sharon,
know, he's
or Marga.
Francois was holding second shot there. You know, he's got the opportunity to play a bit of a tight shot, try and play out Sharon's wood there. Even if he picks up the jack to the back, he's got a good hold at the back there. You know, which could give them 2 shots and put the pressure on NIBA again.
And now it's the question of playing defensively or playing attackingly. But he has the option and he has the experience, and
They've got the shots in the bank as well, you know, so it gives them an opportunity to have the options to play shots.
So then the best shot is to play it on the backhand.
Well, it seems the Boland border game is finished as well, and 28-7 in favour of Boland there.
so Francois indicating there he's going to try and get in between those yellow balls on the backhand. So he's playing for the cover.
Sable's also beating Kingfisher there, 21-16.
So that will secure their lead in this section for now.
JBA won their game.
We just got confirmation from Owen that JBA won their game 2014 to Eden.
So also securing their lead in their section.
Unbeaten so far, 4-4 for them. And also for Sables in the blue section, so quite interesting. If I look back here on the last time that Sables won the mixed pairs was Michael and Manowick in 2015. In 2022, Sables also played in the final against Border. That was Ferdi and Ellen Janssen, and they got silver in that match, losing to Josh Turner and his partner.
That was at Port Natal. Port Alfred.
Port Alfred.
Port Alfred.
Cowie Bowling Club.
So it looks like it's just the one to NIBA. So they move on to 10.
Last year's winners was Jerry Baker and Ali Erasmus from JBA. So who knows? Maybe JBA can make it 2 in a row.
But I think Jerry is definitely reminding Jason that he hasn't won this one yet. If he hasn't, I would be on the phone just reminding him, and I'm still 1 up. He might be square on the Masters.
So Sean is motivating Sharon here.
Going for a shorter end, or shorter than we've had so far.
We're probably looking at about a 26-27 meter in.
That's one at the back. So even though it's through, at least it gives him the opportunity of a multiple later on.
Yeah, and if you look at it, you know, she stopped more or less where they used to play, or the normal lengths that they used to play, and now they shorten it about that 2.5 meters. You know, that memory muscle of getting to that longer ends, and now all of a sudden a little bit shorter ends, and to adapt to that. It seems like Margot did quite well. Good weight.
I think that's where, especially when you're training for an event like this, you train for competitions like this by playing games per se. You do what we call circuits and stuff like that at different lengths, so you can build that muscle memory. Too many clubs think playing 12 ends on a Saturday is a practice.
Yeah, no, you've certainly, you know, if you've got your different options and your different styles to practice for this. And Northwest there on ring 3 went for a drive to take out the Potential ball, but just missed there. Also quite a close contested game. Only 5 shots in it and 4 inches to go.
Oh, one.
So seems like Sharon's drawn the shot here for NIBA. So Margot's last bowl went through there at about 4 meters, but heavy on it.
And I see next door, Limpopo has taken the lead against Northern Free State. Northern Free State was leading that match for quite a bit of the match, and they in the mix for the in the section. They're currently in 3rd position. Northern Free State side.
Yeah, they down 11-15 after 16 ends, playing busy with the 17th end, and Northern Free State holding 1 there. And Sean just drew the shot here about half a foot behind the jack.
For our younger viewers, that's 15 centimeters.
For those on the metric system.
Yes, Cheryl, the game between JBA and Eden is finished, and JBA won that game 2014.
Maybe just come off me.
Alex, we're on a good road again.
I was in C just now. I think it's still 2 down. So we still have 2nd shot.
The awareness of Francois, just making sure how many they're down, being aware of the game situation, that he doesn't want to give away a multiple here. And get close onto that ball, and he's going to get a brilliant ball.
That touch for Francois, but still shot down.
Asking Sean just to go over the draw of the head.
Yeah, no, he doesn't want to play with too much weight and then take out his bowl. And he can probably drop a 2, and Francois got another
Ball to go.
bowl to come. So
It's gone a bit wide there. I think the weight was perfect for the shot he was
Yeah.
attempting.
yeah, I think it was a bit of a safe shot that he played.
Yeah, he's now saying he shouldn't be scared to try and pull the jack through to get a 4 at the back. But like I said, he had the risk of maybe taking out his shot ball if he misses his line slightly.
Yeah, you know, he also had the option if you look at the head at the moment, you know, he had Sharon Stewart's at the back, he had his 1 ball at the back, you know, so actually there was no danger in playing there, trying to tail the jack, even, you know, for a 4, maybe a 5, you know, which could have put them right back into the game. Francois' weight control is superb here, but yeah, NIBA still holding the 1. So 16-11 after 16 ends makes it quite interesting for the last 2 ends. 5
Yeah.
shots in it.
Thanks, Errol. Thanks for joining us. We welcome for your support. It's nice to have you on our live stream, enjoying the product we're trying to put out for you guys. NIBA back to the longer ends. Bring that one on the tee, on the 2-meter mark. As I said, these greens are marked quite visibly, and it makes the game a lot faster with this solid line.
Yeah, it makes it's just quite nice, you know. It's I think it's the same kind of chalk line that the Australians use as well in their greens marking. I mean, even though with the dew and all that, and obviously these greens doesn't get cut because it's so slick. And with the cold and the winter time, you know,
There's not much growth.
obviously there's not much growth in it. You know, so the line stays there, which makes it quite nice. Also, Margot just drawn the shot there. And we've got John Ravenscroft joining us here again this morning, coming to watch some beautiful bowls here.
I spoke to him this morning. I said it was a few degrees colder. Said luckily yesterday he wasn't here this early as he was this morning. So he's up and early enjoying some great bowls. I have to say the standard of bowls is excellent at this stage. I think it's a testament of how important and what's a prestigious event this tournament is.
And for sure, Jargon, I mean, if you see the quality of bowls that's been played here, then you can just think of what quality bowls actually gets played in the districts itself, you know. But, you know, to play when your district and then get here and come and play in this, you know, and see this quality of bowls here, it makes you think, you know, of the standard of bowls that's been played in the districts as well.
Yeah, and that knowledge or the experience will go back to the district, and that will, because everybody will need to play at a higher level to beat the teams who are here currently for next year. and you have that motivation to be part of this tournament for the teams who are not here watching this on the live stream.
And I think that's surely inspiration for everyone that's there in their district and that maybe just missed out in that final match. Not to win it and come through.
Not saying next to me who almost got here.
Yeah, unfortunately, me and my partner didn't manage to make it in the final. But she's still a novice, only playing 2 years
Yeah.
of bowls. So she's got, it was a learning curve for her as well. So who knows, maybe we're lucky next year and we can manage it. But I must say we've got some fierce competition in Eastern Province with Daisy Rosenblatt. That's there. Andrew Sturley. Annie Slabbert and Deliana from Eastern Province, they've won this event twice in 2014 and 2016. Hilton Cherry and Jen Cherry, they've won it quite a few times before. So some fierce competition in Eastern Province. So yeah, you must up your game a bit, to get to the finals and win it.
Now, of course, your home district is known for the quality of lawn bowlers that come from that area. Also, home of the oldest club.
Yeah, B Bowling Club. Sean's on a good line, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he was trying there.
Trying to sit down Margot's bowl and just went past. So Sean decides to walk up to the head and have a look and see what's happening.
Asking if he should go for the draw or put the jack in a box. If he can move it backwards and play with a controlled and pull the jack through with him, he could be holding free.
After this end, it's only one end left, so you need some shots to give yourself the opportunity to win the game.
And at this stage, maybe back yourself to get play the more attacking shot than the.
Unfortunately, Sharon didn't put something close in the head for him, which makes it a bit difficult. I think at the moment he's about 3 shots down there.
That is the worry he has if he misses. And it's almost game over.
Seems like he opted for the drawing shot. Trying to draw that.
And unfortunately just going on that wider line.
Yeah, it seems like if you're on that little bit wider line, it just doesn't come back there.
And unfortunately, as a skip now, you're saying I should have maybe have gone for the other one. But there's nothing you can do. The ball is out of your hand. You tried. You played the shot that was the best at that stage.
And Francois was drawing another one there.
Yeah.
So 4 shots for BGN, taking them to 20, 20-11. That's the game.
Yeah, with one end to go.
One end to go, unless
they have a dead end.
Even that
won't
is
make the
only giving them 6 of if
Yeah.
they pick up a full house, which will take it to 19 shots.
Francois, his mentorship coming in is encouraging Sean on this side and said what he would have played
Yeah,
in that situation.
And that's what I said yesterday as well. You know, the nice thing about this competition, even though it's fierce competition, you know, the camaraderie against or amongst the players here, you know, they're still giving one another advice. You know, they still have a laugh. You know, and once they're off the green, you know, they're mates again and they're chatting about the game. And as you said, you know, great mentorship there from Francois.
Looks better.
Yeah, and Iki just won their first game of the tournament as well.
Yeah, and Ikuruleni also won against Northern Cape. So they'll probably move into third position now in that section,
That's a good guide for you. Just
with
remember
Southern Free State losing their match against
Yeah, and Port Natal against Northwest, 14 all on the 17th end.
Yeah, I think what we're if they're only starting that last end now, so we'll probably be able to have a quick switch over from the camera to conclude that match. With only 6 balls left in this end.
Yeah, and this last end is a bit of a loose end.
Swing around. Now one camera. Swing.
So let's see. BGN is holding shot here at the moment. Margot's about level with the jack, about a meter to the left. Francois coming in with some good weight. And he ends up about half a meter behind the jack. And counting. 2 for BGN at the moment. Sean dropping his first wood about 2 meters short from the jack.
Yeah, for the Northwest guys, we organized that as soon as this match is completed, we'll give you the last bit of the Port Natal Northwest match.
And Francois just drew another one there. So BGN holding 3 at the moment. What a great
Oh.
ball from Sean. Francois was having a bit of a go here at Sean's ball. He just missed it. So let's see if Sean can draw another shot in. Well, they're looking at a measuring there. Sean's would just fell back. So let's see what they say. Definite measure.
I'm going to ask the skips to make the call. Looks like they're happy with just the one. As it looks from our side at all. Because Sean indicated that he was happy with the one, it seems like.
Yeah, so one then to NIBA, 2012.
So the cameras, yeah. Wait. He's going to go that way so I can ask him. Francois vra hom om hier by jou te kom sit.
So we've shifted the streaming there to the Northwest Port Natal game, 14 all on the 17th end, playing the last end, and it seems like Northwest just thrown the shot there. We're going to have a chat with BGN just now.
Score there is 14 each. Francois will be joining us in the commentary box for a quick interview.
So some big discussions going on there between Northwest, what shot to play and where to cover. So I've been joined here by Francois. Francois, well done on that win there.
Thank you very much.
How did you find the greens there?
It was a bit tricky. The one hand was much quicker. The ditch hand was about 2 meters quicker, and you needed that perfect line so it can finish to the white. Otherwise, it bend away.
We as commentating here on the side, we saw every now and then, if you play that little bit wider line, it seems like it was hanging a bit.
You need to hit that correct line.
Yeah, and in the beginning, you guys, you start with the long end. and then coming back to a short end and then back to the longer end. Did you find that you guys were doing much better playing the longer ends than playing the shorter ends?
No, I must say, on the 2 meter mark, it is so dry the bowls doesn't stop. So that is why I said to Marga, rather, because she normally brings up them at 2 to 3 meters, and then I said, no, go back to the 2 meter and throw it shorter than that dry patch there. So that is why we changed the length, because it doesn't stop there.
Yeah, so it made it a bit more difficult, and yeah, but I must say, no, quite a good game between you and Shawnee there. Nice also to see that you know, after the second last end that was played, you know, how you advised him on the kind of shot that you would have played.
Yeah.
So some mentoring there, and nice to see, and yeah, good luck with the rest of the tournament, and good bowling.
No, thanks, Arthur. Thanks for the interview.
Ah, thank you very
Okay.
much. Good luck. And going back there to the Port Natal Northwest. Northwest just picked up a 5 there to win that game 19-14. What an end to that game. Yep, 5 to Northwest, 19-14. Good win there for Northwest. Thanks, and guys, please make sure that you log in for the next game coming. It's now tea break quickly, and then we'll be back. Thank you once again.
Thank you, Arthur, for joining us in the commentary box. Yeah, let's see if we could. Yeah, so we'll be signing off here. Thanks, Arthur, for joining us on the broadcasting, and Owen helping out as well.
Thanks, Jock, and yeah, I'll join you later this afternoon for that Northwest Sables game.
Yeah.
Quite interesting game ahead of us.
Thank you, everybody. I hope everyone enjoyed the live stream, and we'll be back. Owen, what's the time of the next match? It's 11:30. Thank you. Bye-bye.